It's Friday night, you and your friends want to hang out, but you know the cost of food has gone sky high. So what are we going to do? We're going to bring the party home. I got you covered. We got basic tachos. I know you're asking, Cheron, what are tachos? Well, you know, whenever I go out, I love to order nachos. So we're just going to put a twist on it and have something that's a staple item at home. Easy to cook, easy to prepare. It's fun, easy, and delicious. So let's get started. First, we have right here just some regular tater tots. So I've already prepared them on a sheet tray. I'm going to use our air fryer because a lot of times we don't put that to use. So I've already pre-warmed it to 400. We're going to pop our tater tots in here. And again, do it to the quantity. I'm actually preparing today for just a smaller portion. So the amount right here, because I know when you're at home with all the other appetizers, you're not going to want a ton of food. So this is probably going to feed about 2 to 3 people. So we'll put those in for about 15 minutes. And while that's actually cooking, we're going to make the nacho part. So as you see here, I have ground turkey. I've already actually pre-ground or actually cooked it just to save a couple steps, but essentially it's a pound of whatever meat that you want. I picked, of course, we're trying to eat somewhat healthy here, even though it's tachos. I picked the leanest cut of the ground turkey, which was what was available to me, so 93%. So I actually browned it up, and then what we're going to do is make it into like a taco mix. So a lot of times you want to grab and reach for that packet of taco seasoning at the store. And I don't know if you realize, flip it around the next time you're at the store and look at the ingredients, the amount of sodium that's in it. We can do this right here at home yourself. So with our own seasoning, I'm going to let this heat up a little. Again, this has already been pre-ground. But if you want to start at ground zero as far as taking this off from step 1, that's fine. What I did was I have some shallots as well as some finely diced red tomatoes. And so that packet of seasoning that you see at the store, that's what this is. Yep, that's it. I put in here cumin. That's this right here. We have smoked paprika, a little bit of granulated garlic, and chili powder. That's my seasoning, and that's my version of the taco. And then we have right here, I took a can of, and I cheated a little bit, I took a can of crushed red roasted tomatoes. So you're going to get kind of like the consistency of the taco meat. That's what I'm going for. Again, this is your own thing. You can do it however you want to your liking. But we're just going to put these in. And then we're just going to season it up. So by this point, when you're at home starting with the raw meat that you may have, once you get the meat cooked, then you're going to add what I just did, the tomato base. And if you look at the back of that packet, you'll notice that I think it asks you to add the seasoning, the contents of the seasoning or the packet, along with, I want to say like 3/4 cup of water. Well, the water from our tomatoes that we just added, I think should be enough. I like my taco meat kind of thick, not watery. So this will actually work out perfectly. So this is already pre-measured. It's a teaspoon of each of the chili powder, of the granulated garlic, and of the smoked paprika. And then I did 2 teaspoons of cumin. So we'll just add that in. I don't think I'll need any additional salt because I actually added a little bit of salt and black pepper to my ground turkey mix when I was cooking it. So yeah, it's looking a little thick. I'm just going to add just a little water, just a little, just to thin it out. But you see, the taco meat is actually thickening up nicely. And this is what you could use this not only for nachos, but you can also use it for tacos. You could also use it for, let's see, fajitas. But this, why go buy that pack of seasoning when we just did it right here? Look at how simple that was, and it looks good, right? Let me turn this flame down a little bit. Oops, okay. So, this is all ready for our base or the top of our nachos, so the tater tots. But I don't know if our tater tots are done. Not quite yet, so we're going to bake it a little bit longer. Again, I don't know if I actually told you this, but I put this air fryer on 400, and you want the tater tots to be brown, so that's the whole goal, if you will. I'm thinking maybe about 10 minutes, but we'll see. And if you don't have all your toppings ready, this would be a great time to go ahead and get them together. I actually have all mine together. When I was thinking about everything that I like on nachos, I forgot one thing. Personal preference, and if you want to add it, you can, but I didn't add it only because I didn't have it. So, unfortunately, I'm going to miss out on one thing that I really like, jalapenos. But you have here black beans. Oh, another thing we probably could have added, but it's okay. Next time, you could add corn. And I'm not really, crying too much over corn, because corn is not the best vegetable, if you will. If you notice, out of all the vegetables that we may eat, corn is great to eat. I love it. My grandmother used to make fried corn all the time. But it doesn't break down, so it's full of starch and carbs. So it's just good temporarily. So if you want to add it, that's great. I know I love it, and a lot of my friends love it too, but it's not the most healthy for you. So I have black beans, which we all know is great. It's full of protein. Oh my gosh. I may have to run and come back. I'm going to think about it, because do you know what else I'm missing? I was rushing too much today. I am missing avocados. Yes, you got to have that on nachos. Why not? But you could go without, but we have some of the other prime ingredients. We have cheese, of course, and then black olives and tomatoes along with cilantro. And I have, oh my gosh, spring onions over here. So our nacho mix is pretty good to go. Yes. I'm just going to add a pinch of salt. Now, I did make it, for me, I like a little spice, and you can control that. If you recall, I put 1 teaspoon of the chili powder. That's where the spice came from. You can actually put maybe a half a teaspoon if you're making it and you don't like the spice. But outside of that, the flavors are on point. Okay, so this is good to go. We're going to put that off to the side. See how our tater tots, okay, they're getting nicely brown. So we have that ready to go. And then also, I've already prepared sour cream. Now, this is a little fancy. But when you're at home, of course, you're not going to have it. I have it in a piping bag. And you may not have this at home, and that's all right. I just want it to look good and pretty. And this is actually going to be good if you think about some appetizers. So when I'm selecting things to cook, not only am I thinking of things that I typically eat when I dine out, we talk about restaurant prices going, increasing, and we want to actually save some money, is that this particular recipe we could also do as a little shooter. I didn't bring it, but I'm just thinking about it right now as I'm thinking about this piping bag, is that the reason why I use the piping bag is to control my portions and also how it looks when I'm piping it into a container or onto a plate. So you'll see momentarily once we add the sour cream. But again, if you don't have something like this at home, no problem. What you could do is substitute. I'm all about substituting. So this is a piping bag that you can get in a roll. But you can also use a Ziploc bag. Yes, a Ziploc bag. You can take the Ziploc bag and cut the corner of the Ziploc bag, and basically you don't even have to have a piping tip. You could just have a small cut hole and it'll control actually your portion. You can put, as we call it, a dollop of the sour cream on the nachos once they're done. So just giving you some, suggestions, little tidbits when you're cooking at home. All right, so we have our tater tots coming out. Now you may want yours a little more brown, but these are actually nicely cooked. Some people like them darker in color, but they're cooked and ready to go. So just for time's sake, we're going to keep rolling. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to these. You could have added the salt in the beginning before putting them in to cook, but this is one way. So tater tots, French fries, all the things from a restaurant or even at home, a lot of times they're put in fryers. You see, we just used our air fryer. So you're still going to have the crispness of it and not have to worry about frying it in all that oil. So we're going to keep it in here because what we're going to do next is we're going to add our taco meat right here. Let me just put them in a pile. So once it does come out, we can easily transfer it over to the plate. Because ultimately we're here to have this for our Friday night, and we want to be able to easily serve it for our friends, with our friends rather. So you're kind of like piling it up as they are nachos. So they are tachos, tater tots with the nachos on top. All right, so we have our meat. We're going to add that here. And again, do it to your liking. As far as the quantity, why not have a lot of meat? That's the protein of it. It's so good. And then we're going to, one thing I don't like when, I don't know, you can agree with me or not. Tell me in the comments or give me your feedback. When you're at the restaurant and you have nachos, you order nachos, I really just hate it when they don't spread it out and make sure every chip or as in our case, tater tot, has something on it. It's like, why not have some love spread throughout the whole thing? So we're going to do it that way here. So no one gets left out. All right, so now we have our cheese that we're going to take, cheddar cheese. And you see, okay, so it's Friday night, right? Or, the weekend, you're hanging out with your friends, you need something quick, easy. This is it. You see, this is not taking any time at all. Now, you all know, I usually have some healthy options. You can cheat here and there. And again, this is, we can't eat healthy all the time. We can in moderation. And some of the items that we have here, if we were to add avocado, that's a healthy fat that we can add to it. So we're going to take our tachos and put them back in either your air fryer or your oven so you can melt the cheese. And that's going to be maybe a few minutes. A few minutes. And then we're going to have the other toppings on here. So we'll be right back. Well, while that's cooking, I got to tell you that RX Catering has you covered for all your corporate events. Employee lunches, networking receptions, executive leadership functions, and even that corporate meeting where you just want great food. Because the biggest morale booster is fantastic food made with love. And of course, at RX Catering, we got you covered. Check us out at rxcatering-cc.com. Let's get back to that recipe. Okay, we're back. I'm super excited. Look at these tachos. We're pulling them out of our oven, or if you don't have an air fryer, if you don't have an air fryer, you're pulling it out of your oven. Oh my God, look at these, y'all. Look at them. They look so good. And so we're just going to take them. And I'm going to transfer them. I don't know if you saw, or I should have mentioned it earlier, but I actually put a little bit of parchment paper underneath. So it'll be easy to transfer and less mess, right? So if we want to make this look good, don't worry, the parchment paper is there, but we can actually just cut it so it should look. Take it off, just like that. And then we're ready for all of our other toppings. I mean, dang, it just took a few minutes to do all this. I have black beans right here. We're going to add the black beans. Again, high in protein. I don't know if you can actually see the detail of the black beans in this, but you're probably wondering, hey, Cheron, your black beans have something in it besides black beans. You're absolutely right. So I actually I mix in a kind of like a salsa base. So tomatoes, peppers, onions, and add that to this and make more of like a black bean kind of salsa. That's what you see here. And then we have our onions. We'll add that on. Again, it's all the toppings that you like. It's to your liking. And I mean, doesn't this look like we're at a restaurant? And let me just break down the price. I mean, while we're talking here, because I'm sure something like this at a restaurant is going to be, I don't know, maybe $16. I'm not quite sure. I haven't ordered this in a while, but I know how much nachos are. And once you start adding protein and all the toppings, we're increasing in price. But if you notice, I had 1 pound of ground turkey. So that was $6. And then we had the tater tots. A bag of tater tots are about, I don't know, $4. And then you have toppings that you already have at home. $10. $11. I mean, that's just for a larger bulk portion. But for a single portion, we're winning here. And we're going to top it with some tomatoes. And then, I'm not a huge fan of black olives, but we'll add it because I know that's what most nachos have. All right, so again, the only other couple ingredients that I would add if I were adding anything else would be guacamole and jalapenos. So we have cilantro for some flavor, and then we're going to take our sour cream and add it right to the end. Okay, so again, Friday night, hanging with your crew, you need something less expensive and you want to have good food, we got you covered. Check out these tachos, tater tot nachos, and try them out. Let me know what you think. See you the next time. Thanks for watching.